Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kyle here with Game Time. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of gems the PlayStation Mobile service has to offer. These are PlayStation Mobile games you can download from the PS Store using your Vita or Sony tablet or Sony smartphone, as well as some of their partners, kind of like some of the HTC One series, and I believe WikiPad has it, and another tablet, kind of like Acer, the Transformer tablet, or something like that. The entire list of games is available through like their website, so PlayStation.com/mobile, something along that lines, for a complete list of compatible devices you can get some of these games on. The first one we can take a look at, some of you probably have heard this one. This is truly a gem on the PlayStation Mobile. We'll be taking a look at 3 or 4 games here and playing about 2 minutes or so of each game. That way we can kind of keep it brief and everything here for you. So Super Crate Box is the first one. It gives us keeps track of some of our stats here. We haven't played for overly long. Gives us some options, how loud we want some of the sound effects and music. Nice little intro I do have off, actually. And of course, credits for the actual game. So let's give it a go. We'll just play normal difficulty right here on the opening stage. And it's an old school arcade at its finest. You're that little guy there, and you press one of the buttons to shoot, the other to jump. And the object of Super Crate Box is to get these black boxes here. In doing so, they actually kind of upgrade your gun. So see, we got the dual pistols here. So there's a revolver, pretty nice. Gotta look out for that disc gun. The laser beam cuts through everyone, but also bounces back. I've died many times thanks to my own disc gun, like so. So yeah, there's a couple of stages. I'm really doing horribly. I don't know why. Usually I do fairly decent, but yeah, basically the overall object is just to kind of use whatever guns you're randomly getting to destroy the enemies on screen, and they can get pretty overwhelming after a while. As you can see, you know, we haven't captured too many crates, and we're already pretty starting to get overrun here a little bit. Flamethrowers, gotta watch out, you can kind of burn yourself with there a little bit. So yeah, that's basically Super Crate Box here. We'll also do one more stage here. Gonna see what they look like. I just have a couple unlocked right now. We'll do this one. Each stage has its own theme, like the other one was sort of a construction theme, as you see. This one's obviously sort of a, I don't want to say Egyptian theme, but sort of a temple type thing. Pretty cool. This stage is actually interesting too, because you get these corners where I'm currently at. You can kind of, it's a safe spot. Enemies actually never come down here, so it's a cool place. But then, if you wait too long, then the enemies really start to pile up, like I did there. Now it's going to be rather challenging to try to get that crate at the top here. Oh, those little white guys get me more than any other. But that is Super Crate Box. Definitely a must-have on your PlayStation Mobile compatible device. Let's take a look at this one. I really love. This is going to be going down as one of the best hidden gems you can possibly get. It's so unique, and I love the art style so much. It's quite the game, and very pleased to show you a couple moments of it. The music itself is already so great. Let's listen. Oh man, it's great. Haunt the House is the name of this game. The premise is you are playing a ghost, and the object is to kind of scare some of the people out of certain environments. So here's your character here, cute little ghost. This little watchtower here. Some of these other ghosts are from stages I passed already, so we're a little bit into the game, but there's still more to do. We can select which levels we want. Here's a theater level. We've already done this one. And the cruise ship as well. Pretty cool. And like I said, the artistic style of this game is phenomenal. I love it. Alright, here's a good location. I'm trying to see. This just looks like a normal mansion type thing. These are the people here. And the objective is we want to possess items like this lamp here. And we can kind of move around. It gives us a few things to do. We can fall there. Let's get that phone. Like you see, that guy just walked by. You gotta let him see you there. And as people start to get more spooked, you'll be able to do more crazier things, and that will really scare them. There's some nervous people right there. Oh, that guy's just scared. He's running out. And that is the object of the game, to scare the opponents there. So we can kind of switch from inanimate object to inanimate object and breathe some life into it. Some of these guys will be a little bit harder to scare. You can actually full-on kill people in the game too. Now we're starting to spook the house a little bit more. It gives us an option to do some more crazier stuff. We couldn't do that before. Oh, that was perfect. She is frightened out of her pants. You can't do one thing repeatedly. You kind of have to go around and possess quite a few objects. So, but yeah, just the overall music and art style of this game, I love. I think it's one of the best PlayStation mobile games and worthy of being shown off. Alright, our third and last one for this particular one. This is Volume 1. We'll do more in the future, some 3-packs of future PlayStation mobile games. This one is called Commando. It's basically, if you ever played old-fashioned Doom games, Wolfenstein, you know, some of those very early first-person shooters, it's a homage to that. It's a brand new game exclusively for the PlayStation Mobile, and yeah, it's meant to look very old school, and it does it very well. Now, one thing I have with the Vita version of this game is its initial loading. I don't know if this is a problem for anyone, but like, you can't the load times are ridiculous. I'm hitting some buttons there, triggers. I have no idea why it takes so long to load, so we're going to pause the video here just for a moment while we wait for it to finish loading, because it can be a good minute or two. I have no idea why it takes so long to load this game up on the Vita. It's ridiculous. We'll be right back in just a moment. Alright guys, we are back. That literally took at least a good minute and a half from when we started loading it. I cannot explain why it takes so long to do that. Anyway, Commando here kind of gives us some settings, sound effects, music, sensitivity. I actually have it turned down a little bit because on its average setting, you're just like you're flying all over the place. I found it a little bit challenging. Some health and some, go back to the main menu. Not a whole lot to do here. Let's start a new game here real quick. Storyline is pretty boring. It's nothing noteworthy. We're going to kind of blow through it here. If you're expecting a full-on, you know, like a full-on adventure, it really isn't, because basically each stage you go to is pretty enclosed. There's not a whole lot to it, the object is to just go and shoot anybody that is trying to shoot you. And the enemies in this game are either going to just kind of come right at you like that. Ah, another one. Or they're going to stand in one place and fire at you kind of like that. So not a whole lot. There are some boss battles too, and I'm going to. I just got this game very recently, so I've yet to actually make it a little bit further. But I'm going to, on good faith, assume that there are a few more enemies later in the game. But whatever. It was nice because you do use the dual analogs to move. Like one thumbstick is your movement while the other looks around. Unfortunately, you can't look up and down either, so that's kind of unfortunate. One of the triggers lets you slide. I suppose kind of get out of some sticky situations, while the other trigger does fire. So now I have been told too, you don't even have to clear out the entire map of enemies. You can just race to this green spot, and there's your level clear. But I suppose you kill all the enemies on the map for a much higher score. There are also a multitude of guns in here as well. We just got the pistol so far. Let's at least see one of the other guns in action. I think it's kind of random how you get it. I'm just kind of standing there taking that fire. Kind of a nice heavier rock soundtrack to go with it. It's fits in pretty well, I think. It's tricky, you can't actually aim up or down, so you kind of have to be a little bit more skilled here. That health pack. Yeah, and they don't even, the ones that fire you at you so far don't even bother to come and chase you down. Alright, some good points there. But yeah, I mean, if I want to just avoid some of these other guys, I can just run to the finish there. There we go. Only killed 15, so we're not going to get a great score, but for whatever reason, there you go. There are also other environments too. We just seen kind of this parking lot with a bunch of these trucks and semis, but there are other actual environments too. You can use the D-pad to move, just by the way, in case anyone was wondering. And again, on the tablet and phone devices, you can probably use your thumbsticks to move like this. So, or not thumbsticks, but the touchpad itself, and that's how you'll fire that way. So if you're playing on your phone or tablet, you can kind of do like that. But that's really difficult now because I turned the sensitivity down. It moves a little bit slower, so you just kind of have to kind of customize it to your liking. Overall, it's a great game though. It's only I believe just $2.50 or $2.69, something right along there. I probably wouldn't pay too much more for that. There really isn't a whole lot of the game there other than kind of what we just seen. But it is a nice homage to, like I said, old-fashioned Doom and Wolfenstein. It's kind of nice to play on the go. It's a perfect game for a phone or tablet. Just a couple dollars. It is kind of recommended. So, Super Crate Box. I never give scores on the channel here, but if I do, for addictivity and overall funness, I would give Super Crate Box a full 5 out of 5. I think it's that addicting. It's one of the most addicting games I've played in a long time. Haunt the House. I love the music. I love the art style. It's a very charming game. It's very cutesy. It's very fun. I'm going to give it about a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just short of perfect. It does kind of get a little tedious after a while. And Gun Commando, that's a little bit of a tougher one. I really just don't like giving scores. Definitely price-wise it's good. First-person shooter nostalgia is good. And the controls, especially on the Vita themselves using the thumbsticks, triggers, that's a nice addition. The game's not overly hard at all. I will give it a full 3 stars, and it's a good 3 stars. So, alright everyone, thanks for tuning in to Volume 1 of PlayStation Mobile. We got a few more games, as you can see, to play, and we'll keep adding on to them. We'll do a few more volumes of this. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. PlayStation Mobile, best of, or least favorites of PlayStation Mobile. And everyone, take care. Thanks for watching Game Time. Stay classic.